Race 4 out of the KBRC is the TABtouch. Have you got the touch handicap over 1,200 metres? The first horse we'll preview is the one, Jake Star for Brett Drury and Cassie Martin.
Well, he's definitely proven in higher grade, Lockie, but you have to make the case that he's not probably racing as well as he was maybe 2-3 months ago here. But from the inside draw, you'd imagine he takes up a nice spot.
The 2 is Honest Legend. Blinkers go on for Peter Fernie and Jared Noski.
Who I thought was the ideal rider for a horse like this. His 3 wins in his life have all been right on speed. Shades go back on here. Kick him out, try and lead.
3 Yo-Yos, Winkers go on for Peter Fernie and Lucy Fury.
In my eyes, disappointing considering this mare was very, very competitive in the Westby Platinum type of grade on a Saturday at Belmont Park earlier in the season. Likely to get back, I thought.
The 4 is My Affliction, Roy Rogers and Matty Derrick.
No, taking nothing away from My Affliction's last start maiden victory at Belmont Park, it was authoritative, but from the outside draw, 3 deep in my eyes.
5 Outfield, Darren McAuliffe and Clint Johnston Porter.
Very well supported here, into favouritism like Darling was earlier on today, so we're very respectful of the Darren McAuliffe yard here. They bring a small team here and they always turn around, should I say, with a big strike rate.
6 Balbeck, Peter Fernie and Michael Poy replaces Braden Garth.
Not completely going to rule this horse out at 20 or 30 to 1. I thought the first effort for Peter Fernie wasn't too bad. Got a long way back from a bad draw and came home with the last 600. It was very similar to the winner.
7 Lucky Fufu, Helen Harding and Tash Faithful.
Crishane Warren's best bet on the card here. For those that were tuned in this morning to the Tab Radio preview here, drawn a wide gate, but also as a couple of months between runs.
8 Saturday Sun, Josh Brown and Sean O'Donnell.
Has not fired a shot in the last couple.
9 Kelly's Lisa Lou, David Smith and Jade McNaught.
Had a long preparation, could probably leave from the inside barrier, which would make this mare an improver.
And 10 Magic D for Brett Drury and Brandon Louis.
Hasn't won for a long, long time, but I thought the recent effort here, beating home main rivals here, Honest Legend, beating home Yo-Yos, wasn't too bad. So at a price, I thought that she was worth including at odds.
Just over 4 minutes of betting time remaining. Outfield is 460 into 380. As you said, Scott, now favourite. My Affliction for 20 out to 550. Lucky Fufu 5 out to $7 for Crishane Warren's best bet, and Honest Legend 360 out to $7.50. How did you order the 4?
On top for me, Honest Legend. I thought we were going to back this galloper straight out, but all of a sudden, Lockie, we can back it each way. On top for me, number 2, Honest Legend, $7.50 will do me. From 10, Magic D, hasn't won for a long time. Now an 8-year-old mare that hasn't won for almost 1,000 days, but she's racing well. 3 Yo-Yos, better than what she produced first up, and the very well supported Outfield in for 4th here. My numbers 2, 10, 3 and 5 will have something each way on Honest Legend.
2 Honest Legend on top for Scott at $7.50, a nice each way price about him ahead of race number 4.
We're right here too, Matty. Here we go, Crishane. Okay, they're just arriving at the start now. Race 4, the TABtouch. If you got the touch handicap after watching the effortless victory of Red Cadillac in the previous race this afternoon by 4.5 with a break on, it'll go to Kalgoorlie on Saturday on Cup Day now, and has been nominated there to run. So we'll be interested to see what the re-handicap might well be for Red Cadillac after that superlative performance. Much more open this next event. Outfield at 390 there on TABtouch as we take you down to Crishane Warren there. What can you tell us in regards to race number 4 here? A more evenly spread race than what we've seen from some of the earlier events.
Yeah, definitely so, Mac. Look, 5 Outfield, very short, a lot of spec at longer odds for Outfield. I thought it was a false favourite for mine from the yard. It was sweating up bad. but punters sort of disagree there, and they're the swag of money for Outfield now $4. It was into $3.80. Going each way here, Mac, 7 Lucky Foo-Foo. And she's looking for a hat trick. She's a mare in form, was with the clerk of the course heading over to the gates, and she looked well. Strong muscle definition. She's a robust mare. Lucky Foo-Foo at each way odds around about the $7 quote. 2 Honest Legend, feeling well and fresh. Wanted to lash out a couple of times in the yard, and he does his best work in front. The blinkers are added. 5 Outfield, big spec, just drifting now out to $4.40 for number 5 Outfield. Maybe the track will suit it. And 4 My Affliction, no favours out there in the car park barrier number 9. 7, 2, 5 and 4, but it's just one of those races, Mac.
Certainly is. Offers a little bit of value there. Yours is currently at $6. The tip from the yard in Lucky Foo-Foo. Outfield and easing, $4.20 favourite, $5.50 for My Affliction from that very awkward gate, and a couple at $8. Honest Legend, one that I probably have just speculated on more than anything, is Magic D at the bottom around a similar price. At the start and in the hands of the barrier attendants, they're about to load for race 4. Now runners are coming in. Baalbek in a colour change, the red, black stripes, lilac sleeves. In goes My Affliction and Honest Legend and stablemate Yo-Yo's to move in. Strong representation here from the Kambana Lodge yard of Peter Fernie. A few runners. Saturday Sun to come along with Magic D. Not too far away from the start here at the 1200 in the 4th. Saturday Sun comes forward. Now here's Magic D. The grey Magic D is about to join them, and they'll be right to go. Starter Michael Vickers going down to the ladder, preparing to release the field. Yo-Yo's as rider, wearing a black cap. Lucy Fiore. It's the only one of them out of line as the blue lights now transition to red. They're blinking, and now Yo-Yo's is being called in. So we're now set. Very open betting. About to move. Attendants rushing around to the back of the gates. Lights continue blinking. A flurry of activity. And the rider of Honest Legend standing up and peering over. Rider of Saturday Sun has come out the back. That's Sean O'Donnell. Hunched over and in a bit of pain as well. He's removed his cap and now squatting down onto the grass. A paramedic in assistance there. Stand by. So waiting for news now in regards to Saturday Sun. Sean O'Donnell, not what Sean would have wanted, that is for sure. This horse has gone off inside the stalls. Right, they're going to refit the bridle, are they? And Sean O'Donnell's being checked for a shoulder complaint. So Mickey Vickers remains on the starter's ladder at the moment. The lights are still ablaze. All the others are in there. They're standing pretty patiently under the circumstances. They're going to refit the bridle up onto Saturday Sun. And Sean remains seated, talking to one of the paramedics. Just giving us a thumbs up from over there. Now, hard to say whether they're going to remove. Yeah, they have now. Saturday Sun's been taken out of the gates. About to be vetted. And Sean O'Donnell about to get back to his feet. And let's hope that he's okay, with other commitments coming through the day as well. Sean's up Saturday Sun being led away from the barrier stalls. And the starter who'd come down off the ladder, Michael Vickers, is onto the two-way here, back to the Stewards Tower. And they're leading Saturday Sun right away from them, so this will be coming out. So we'll stand by. It's a $26 chance, and it's a late scratching. So please note that Saturday Sun is a late withdrawal. Number 8 has been taken out. Starters back to the ladder. A further report on Sean O'Donnell as soon as we can. They've stood there for a long time. They're off racing. Outfield seemed to go down onto its nose at the start. Didn't lose any ground though. Yo-Yo's and away quickly. Baalbeck driving forward as well as the other of the stablemates, Honest Legend. And it'll be the one that burns them off. And so the Kambana Lodge train trio, they sorted out early on. Honest Legend leads the way from Baalbeck and Yo-Yo's. In behind them, Lucky Lee Zalou being closely followed by Jake Star on the improve. A length and a half to Outfield, who's scouting deep. Then came Lucky Foo back near the inside to Magic D, and a clear last from its wide gate, My Affliction, going along past the 550 along the Charles Street side of the track, and Honest Legend leads the way from Yo-Yo's with the black cap. A length and a half to Baalbeck. Over on the outside, Jake Star covering ground. Outfield behind them, Lucky Lee Zalou, followed further back Lucky Foo, Magic D and My Affliction at the tail end of the field. They'd straightened up and Yo-Yo's loomed up, hit the front now, going to the 250, cruise to the lead. Yo-Yo's in pursuit. Jake Star, Magic D is down the extreme outside. Yo-Yo still in front, getting up Baalbeck. Magic D, Outfield keep coming. Outfield, Jake Star, Magic D. There's a great go. Might be Outfield. Maybe it's Outfield in the middle in a wonderful finish. Outfield got a dive at Jake Star. Magic D was closing in upon them down the extreme outside. Wonderful, wonderful finish. Behind them, close up, Baalbeck. Also Honest Legend, Yo-Yo's, My Affliction, Lucky Foo and Lucky Lee Zalou. Waiting for the numbers here. Stirring go. We wait on the placings. Outfield, number 5, in the middle. Sat deep all the way. Magic D from second last. Charging down the outside. And Jake Star, who'd headed them off at the 200 mark, across the track together, the trio, in a driving finish. We wait for the placings. Late scratching of Saturday Sun. Number 5, Outfield, is the winner. Number 5, Brave Win. Outfield, Clint Johnston Porter, to give trainer Darren McAuliffe the second leg of a double here after 4 races. Beats 1, Jake Star, Cassie Martin, and number 10, Magic D, Brandon Louis. 4th, number 3, Yo-Yo's. Interim placings. Race 4 from Kalgoorlie, a 5, 1, 10 and 3 in the time of 1:11.65. Outfield is first. Number 5 by Deepfield from Juriah for Impressive Racing, Jay McIntosh, Kim Shepherd, S. Trigwell, Jay Burke, C. Perkins, R. Eifler, Madames Gibson, McCleary, Russell, Aylmore, Green, Myers, Legg, the Seek and Destroy Racing Syndicate, G. Pinney, M. Franchini and R. Shaw. And Clint Johnston Porter has absolutely willed this to the line after being posted wide all the way, never on the course, to beat Jake Star, Cass Martin by Universal Ruler from Jake's sister, prepared by Brett Drury, and Magic D, the stablemate of Jake Star, by Zebedee from Stardust One, Brandon Louis. A head and nose with the margins in 1:11.65, home in 35.21. But a great finish there as they now make their way back to the enclosure after the victory of Outfield. A double today for Darren McAuliffe. And that'll give that yard a good boost too. D-Mac has been on his bumpers this week here with the flu and certainly doing his best, and he comes up with a double after 4. Race 5, the Lorna Sharp First National Kalgoorlie Handicap is next. 3, Hear My Prayer comes out. Michael Poise on 2. Rywood having its first run for Pete Fernie, and they'll jump at 2:20.
Thanks, Darren. I'm now catching up with winning trainer Darren McAuliffe after the win of Outfield. He's just having a chat with Clint Johnston Porter and talking about what happened at the beginning of the race. Obviously, there was a little bit of commotion with the late scratching of Saturday's Sun. As a result of that, the horses were held inside the gates for a long, long time, and Clint is just explaining to D-Mac that the horse, as a result of that, missed the kick. But Darren, all is well that ends well. Had to do it the hard way, but it was a nice win in the end.
Yeah, look, he got no favours. He went on his nose coming out of the gates because they had to stand for so long in the bloody barriers with the unfortunate accident there with Donga. Hopefully he's all right. But, yeah, and then he just didn't travel, you know. He just took a while to find his feet. They went quick and, you know, he's 3 and 4 deep with no cover and had to make a move into it early. And, yeah, he just kept finding the line, which was good.
He's been up in work for a little while now, and he's now come up to Kalgoorlie. What's the plan with him moving forward? Is he deserving of a break, or is he looking for one?
He'll probably leave my stable now, I'd imagine. I think I'll probably move him on, and I think he's probably better suited to this country area, so we'll probably put him on the Inglis online sale.
2 down, 2 wins. Must be an exciting time for some very loyal owners behind us.
Yeah, can't do any better than what we're doing. So, yeah, we've got one more to go. So, as I said before in the last interview, I can't fault the horses. They're in really good shape, and they travelled here well, and they're just the right horses to bring. So hopefully I'll get it right once more.
Hopefully we're chatting after the Hannans. Well done.
That'd be nice.
There's Darren McAuliffe after the win of Outfield in race number 4, where the numbers were 5, 1, 10 and 3.